Call to order the THPRD Board of Directors meeting for December 11th, 2024. Jessica, will you please call roll?
Barbie Miner.
Here.
Alfredo Moreno.
I'm here.
Miles Palacios.
Here.
Felisa de Monteblanco.
Here.
Tia Ping.
Here. Sorry, was on mute.
All good. Okay, well, first item of business this evening, I believe we do have some action coming out of executive session. I would entertain a motion.
Sorry, getting off mute again. Okay, this is Tia. I move that the Board of Directors authorize staff to acquire the property in the northwest quadrant of the district for the price discussed in executive session, using fees held in escrow subject to the standard due diligence review and approval by the general manager or a designee.
I will second that motion.
Fantastic. Okay, so Miles has seconded. Jessica, would you please take our vote?
Felisa de Monteblanco.
Yes.
Tia Ping.
Yes.
Alfredo Moreno.
Yes.
Miles Palacios.
Yes.
Barbie Miner.
Yes. Okay. And moving right along, we also move into audience time. Jessica, if you could help keep me honest, I know we had some folks register in advance. I'm not sure if they have joined online. And if we are ready with those presenters, I'd be happy to move into our kind of preamble for public comment.
Yes, I've seen 2 of the 3 check in so far. Avni and Nilani are here. And I'll let you know if I see the 3rd person enter the meeting.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for joining this evening, folks. I will just remind folks that for our community members who have signed up for the public comment period and those listening, all of us online tonight, the public comment period is an essential part of local government meetings. All of us on the board of directors are grateful for your participation and will take your input into consideration. Each person has 3 minutes to speak. This is not a time for dialogue, but rather an opportunity for us to listen. We will ask our general manager to follow up with you as appropriate. Appreciate y'all being here tonight. And I do believe then that first up, we've got Nilani joining. And Nilani, if you could just please state your name and address for the record. We will then display a little timer, and you've got 3 minutes, and we're very much looking forward to hearing your testimony tonight. Thank you for joining us remotely.
Okay. My name is Nilani Maheswaran, and I live at 7672 Northwest 169th Avenue in Portland.
Fantastic. And I think whenever you're ready, Jessica, I'm not sure if you're going to, the timer will show on screen or you'll just keep us honest.
Okay. I'll do it myself. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Nilani.
Members of the board and board president, my name is Nilani Maheswaran, and I'm a student of the Beaverton School District. I'm here tonight because I'm concerned about the lack of spaces for teens to safely gather. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a leader of the Mayor's Youth Advisory Board in Beaverton, a group of young people passionate about making a difference in our community. We all utilize THPRD services and recreational spaces. I myself am an avid pickleball player, and we rely on THPRD to stay active and connected within our communities. Currently, there's an intense amount of pressure on kids my age. There's pressure to meet and exceed standards in our academic and social lives, coming from our parents, our schools, and our peers. In order to take a break and de-stress from these obligations, we need outlets and opportunities to socialize face-to-face. Community spaces are not suited to teens, and hosting people over at our houses requires parent permission and a ride. Therefore, the only convenient and accessible options for entertainment that youth are left with are the internet or social media, which can often cause additional competitiveness and stress on top of this existing pressure. Over the past few years, the Mayor's Youth Advisory Board has conducted outreach by having conversations with our fellow youth in Beaverton. And what we've heard is that there is a critical lack of spaces for youth to gather and hang out. Most of the places currently available in our area are either expensive, vulnerable to weather conditions, not teen-friendly, or inaccessible by public transport. My peers on the board and I have realized that the widespread nature of this problem through our own experiences and that of our larger student population, and we are committed to working to shift the standard within Beaverton. This is a significant opportunity for THPRD to step in. THPRD has great facilities, and even having one or two of those facilities to be staffed and open later would allow us to unwind, socialize with friends, and get to know other youth in our community. Whether these are casual board game nights or study sessions, it would provide a great benefit to the youth of Beaverton and surrounding areas. I urge you all to consider this possibility as it represents a crucial change needed to better support the mental, social, and emotional needs of young people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nalani. Really appreciate you joining and sharing. Thank you. I'm checking to see if your peer, Avni Gulrajni, have you joined?
Yes.
Good evening. Okay, if you could please kindly just state your name and address for the record, and then you've got 3 minutes. We're eager to hear your thoughts.
All right. My name is Avni Gulrajani, and I live at 7870 Northwest 166th Avenue in Portland.
Take it away.
Okay. Board members and president of the board. As a student in the Beaverton School District, I am also concerned about the lack of third spaces in our community. These are places where youth can connect and spend time outside of home or school. In addition to serving on the Mayor's Youth Advisory Board, my passion for creating safe and inclusive community spaces stems from my experiences at Youthline, which is a peer-to-peer crisis line here in Oregon. Every day, we receive numbers of calls from young people who are struggling with their mental health, and we've kind of noticed a common pattern emerging, and that's like the impact of isolation and the difficulties faced by young people when it comes to hanging out and socializing. Many young people don't have access to transportation or places for socialization, which makes community bonding even harder for them. These calls have made it clear to me that the lack of accessible third spaces directly contributes to the isolation and loneliness that so many youth experience today. Third spaces, which are places that are neither home nor school, offer opportunities for social connection and personal growth. They are essential for fostering a sense of belonging and community, especially for young people who may not currently feel safe or supported in their current environments. Our community is already full of potential as THPRD facilities provide incredible resources for sports and recreation, but they could also be transformed into spaces where youth can gather and build relationships. For example, imagine a youth lounge in a THPRD building equipped with seating areas and games and Wi-Fi, or consider opening up gym spaces for drop-in activities that don't require a ton of supervision. Efforts like these would give teens a safe space to hang out and stay active after school. And these aren't just ideas, they're investments in our futures. Studies actually show that having access to third spaces reduces the rates of anxiety and depression among youth, increases school engagement, and even deters students from risky behavior. Additionally, third spaces have a ripple effect and strengthen the overall community by telling youth that they're valued and heard. I do understand that there are logistical and financial considerations, but I believe the long-term benefits outweigh the costs. We have an opportunity here to not just address an urgent need, but to create a lasting impact. And by partnering with local organizations, seeking grants, or even involving youth in the design of these spaces, we can make this vision a reality that doesn't place excessive strain on THPRD resources. As leaders in our community, you have the power to make decisions that shape the lives of hundreds of youth. I urge you to prioritize creating third spaces in THPRD facilities, ensuring that young people in Beaverton have the resources they need to thrive, connect, and grow. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you very much, Avni. Appreciate you joining tonight. I see Tia, you've got your hand raised. Oh, nope.
Sorry.
That's all good. Jessica, by chance, did we have anyone else log on?
No, unfortunately, I have not seen the additional person log on.
Absolutely okay. I just would like to offer my extreme respect for our youth joining tonight. You're doing double duty here. Number one, to already be a part of the Mayor's Youth Advisory Board and taking the opportunity to then join us. This can be rather intimidating, and you're doing it online. You've come to speak your voice, and so I just want to honor your time, your dedication, and the thoughtfulness that you've put forward to raise awareness for us. So special shout out to the youth. So really appreciate y'all joining tonight, and thank you so much for being engaged in this way. Y'all are the change makers, and it's going to make it better for everyone around here. So thanks for joining tonight. Okay, with that, I think I will move along, and I don't think we have any other public testimony. So with that, we'll keep moving on our short agenda this evening, and we'll toss it over to my...
For the background noise, my cat is on the table. I am going to be able to participate this month, so I'm looking forward to get back into those meetings and to connect with our community members who've got a lot to say and expect a lot out of our Parks District. And now Monty is in my space. All right, thank you. That's all for me.
Thank you, Miles. Others, Felisa, I see your hand raised.
Yeah, similar. Part of me feels like it's the calm before the storm. I had a lovely chat with Nathan at the City of Beaverton Mayor's office, where much of what was just discussed came up, as well as some other projects. So those things are moving and being discussed. And I just wanted to share that, as many of you know, several of us are working very hard for a lovely gathering next Monday in Grand Ronde. And I'm really excited for the people that are able to join us. And for those that can't, we will bring back what we learn. And I'm really looking forward to being able to debrief with my colleagues about it. Thanks.
I'll go. I don't really have anything either. Programs and events was canceled last month, but this next coming month, I guess, will be really busy. Budget will be meeting next week. We'll be going to Grand Round, so that would be really exciting. And so I'll have more to update next month.
Thank you, Tia.
All right, that kind of leaves me, I think. And let's see, the Tualatin Hills Park Foundation is adding a new board member. Because we lost one of our board members to the state Senate. So that's a good problem to have, I guess. But they added Scott Pfister, who's the outgoing CFO at Providence St. Vincent. So folks are excited about that. And we wish Lisa Reynolds well on her next adventure. Let's see, I did want to give a shout out. I just had a chance to just peruse some of the applicants and things like that to our various advisory committees, and I just wanted to give my commendation to the staff who created awareness for those. I was just really impressed with the amount of diverse lived experience and professional experience and things like that we saw on folks applying to be an essential part of our work here as elected board directors. We certainly count on our advisory committees to be eyes, ears, and hearts and brains. And so thank you for the folks who have expressed an interest in serving on those committees, and for staff for finding a way to let them know that these opportunities are there. So really cool. And then I'll just close by saying happy holidays to everyone. I hope, on a district level, I love walking into Conestoga Rec by my house and seeing the Sensory Santa advertisements. And I know we have like letters to Santa and things like that. So but I just love how the district kind of leans in around this time for all kinds of different ways of experiencing the holidays. And for my fellow board members and staff, I hope it's a joyous several weeks of celebration. So that's all for me.
Fantastic. Thank you, Alfredo. Similarly, from my side of the house, Nature and Trails, we did not convene last month, but we are meeting next month, or just next week. So again, I think it sounds like all of us will have wonderful, robust updates to share. And I would echo Alfredo's comments on the community engagement and involvement. So thank you for raising awareness. You took my item. I was going to shout out staff and our community as well, for folks looking to donate of their time. I think you all hear me say with a broken record that the most important thing that we have is the gift of time. So folks being willing to step forward and toss their hat in the ring to make sure that we are staying really connected to community matters tremendously. So thanks for everyone for showing interest and being willing to step forward and serve in that volunteer capacity. And with that, I think I will also say happy holidays to all of you. Appreciate the flexibility. We had a pretty light agenda this month, so just thought we would give everyone a little bit of a break and convene in this way. And so with that, I think I would certainly entertain a motion. I believe the next item on our docket is to review our consent agenda. I'm not sure if apologies, I didn't reach before, but does anyone want to entertain?
I move that we approve the consent agenda as submitted.
Second, Ms. Alfredo.
Thank you, Alfredo. Thank you, Felicita. Jessica, would you take our vote?
Tia Ping,
Yes.
Miles Palacios,
Yes.
Alfredo Moreno,
Yes.
Felicita Monteblanco,
Yes.
Barbie Miner.
Yes. Fantastic. Well, before I officially adjourn, and I see Doug, you just came on camera there. I was going to say, Doug, anything else you'd like to offer? Keep us honest before we adjourn for the month.
No, I really appreciate the briefer meeting this evening. In the end, it was really great hearing the testimony from some of our younger community members, and maybe we'll end up with them on our committees. Even better. So we'll be in touch with them. Great input, and happy holidays as well.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Appreciate that. All right, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Have a fantastic evening. Enjoy the holidays, and we are officially adjourned. Enjoy your